Match up.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Love. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll get 4 on this one, down inside the 40-yard line now. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Here's Love to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. On play action, Love. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Now, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
We'll go play action with Love. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And now it's 4th and goal. York's kick is good. And the Packers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. But with that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And he'll work his way forward to about the 30-yard line. Here comes 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. To throw is Williams. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On 3rd down, it's Williams. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Packers offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 2nd down, Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup. From
the gun, Here comes Jacobs. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Love. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Jacobs. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now Love. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Bears offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. Williams. A quick slant into the hands of Odunze. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down. A play fake. Now Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he'll be taken down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seal it.
And he's in! Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Makes the score Packers 10, Bears nothing.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll send a tight end in motion. And he will convert. Good job there. The drive continues at the 48.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
That is into the hands of Wicks. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw, it's Williams. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. On the ground, they'll go with Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline, so they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they got to be picks.
The Packers offense ready to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun, it's Love. He's got his man. It's Diggs. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
And the Packers 1st down.
Throwing is Love. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll play action with Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Green Bay.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Love to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Love to throw it on 1st down. That complete to Jacobs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
Love to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we have reached halftime here, and the visitors from Green Bay out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, back to you and Greg in just a moment. But
And instead, why don't we get right back to it, as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Chicago.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That Gets over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, this looks like a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Packers have it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turn.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So we might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's a designed run. And he's going to have a Bears first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. There he goes again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's a run going left. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 8-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. A second down throw for Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Now Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. On second down, Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. Down the sideline. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Now Love. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let him.
Matt LaFleur disagrees with the call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down. So that challenge, a successful one. York, good on the extra point. And the Packers will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Let's go back through their earlier possessions, and a lot of them, Greg, have ended with the defense going the other way.
And there's no greater indicator in the NFL of success in terms of wins and losses than the turnover battle. And we've seen so many statistics and charts. We can go on and on. The simplest way to say, if you protect the ball, your chance of winning goes up. If you don't protect the ball, your chance of winning goes down. So here they have 3 interceptions, losing fumbles. It's really been a meltdown by multiple guys all across this offense.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Bears first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11. Williams. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On third down, it's Williams. That's taken in by Dotson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the Packers' 34-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's second and 6. That is into the hands of Wicks. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll go play action here with Williams. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Packers offense ready to get back to work. And it would appear they're on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with first and 10 in this fourth quarter. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Room to run at the 35. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Dobbs headed in motion. On 3rd down, they go with Jacobs. On comes the Packers punting team. They'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to White. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops. And
oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do. They start with the lead and the football. They do